In this video, I'm going to be configuring a site-to-site VPN using two FortiGate firewalls. So as you can see, we have a pretty simple network here. We have one network here and another network here. And basically, we're going to configure a site-to-site VPN from this firewall over to this one. The first thing that we want to do is get remoted into the firewall and kind of access it and log in. So we'll just go ahead and log into the firewall here. Usually the username is admin and there's no password by default, so we'll just go ahead and get in there. So I already configured the IP addresses on the web term computers here, but if we do show system interface question mark, we have the IPs here. So basically this is how we will get into the firewall. So we'll just type it into the web browser here. Okay, so we'll start off by doing https:// and the IP address. Let's try HTTP. Okay, yeah, it was HTTP. Okay, so we're into one firewall here. Let's just get into the other one. And again, http:// and just admin. So we're into both firewalls now. The first thing that we want to do is actually rename them, just so we don't kind of get confused. So we can see here we have lots of different tabs, but essentially the first thing I'll be doing is just a rename. So if we go to settings under system here, we have the host name, so we'll just name it FG1. Apply. Go to the other one here, same thing, but we'll do FG2. And now we can kind of get started with our VPN here, the site-to-site VPN that is. But before we do that, we just need to assign IP addresses to the interfaces. So let's go over to network, interfaces on FG1. And as we can see here, port 2 is supposed to be this IP here, 192.168.100.1. So we'll go to port 2 and edit it. Okay, so we'll do 192.168.100.1/24. And then we don't have to worry about any of the other settings here. Maybe just allow these protocols here, because why not? So then we're gonna okay this, apply it. So now port 2 is configured. So now we're also gonna configure port 3. So this one will be 10.10.10.1/24. Same thing. Just check everything off here. So allow whatever. Okay, and we'll okay that. And now we're gonna just do the same thing on the other firewall. So go to interfaces here. Same thing. Let's just see what it is here. So port 3 is same thing, but .2. So 10.10.10.2/24. And then now we just need to do port 2. So now we'll do 192.168. 200.1/24. Check all these off. And so now we've done the IP address configurations, and we can move on to the VPN. So on FG1 here, we're gonna just find VPN, go to Ipsec, the Ipsec Wizard. So we're just gonna create a VPN, we'll name it just VPN. Make sure we select site to site here, and the remote device type would be FortiGate, as we're doing it with another FortiGate firewall. No NAT between the sites, go next. So the IP address that we want to enter in is the one on the other end. So if we're doing it from FG1, it would be 10.10.10.2. So let's put that in there. And it's going outside of port 3, that is. We have an invalid interface here. There we go. Okay. And then the pre-shared key, this is important. They got to match when we configure the VPN on both firewalls. So I'm just going to make it something easy like password. Yeah. So we can go next from here. And then the local interface would be port 2, which is right here. And as you can see here, it automatically detected the subnet by itself. And then the remote subnet would be the 200.0, as that's what we configured the other network to be. And so then that's basically it. We're just going to do the same thing on the other firewall now. So now we're on FG2, just configuring the same site-to-site VPN, except now just opposite because we did it on FG1. So here for the remote IP, we're going to put 10.10.10.1. It automatically detected it as port 3. Password as password. We'll do all caps, because that's what I did before. Yep. Local interface, port 2, subnets automatically detected. And then we have our remote subnet, which is opposite of what we did on FG1. So we'll just go ahead and create it here. So now, before the tunnel comes up, because right now we can see it's down, we need to set some static routes. So we can go back to network here and do that here. We create a new route here, send it to port 3. And do the same thing here, vice versa. Static route, just a default route to port 3. If we go to monitor now, we should be able to bring it up. So now we were able to bring up the VPN after setting the default static route. So we can see here they're both green, so now we'll try a ping from the two web terms in the different networks. So now if I go to web term 1 here, I try to do a ping, 192.168.200.2. So we get a ping. So the traffic's going from this web term all the way to this firewall, and then down to web term 2 there. And if we go on this web term, we can ping the other way as well. And there we go, we can see it's working. Now if I go back in the firewalls and try to monitor it, I can see the incoming data and outgoing data as well. So I can see there's traffic being passed to the VPN. So that means our VPN is working. So that's basically the end of this video. Setting up a site-to-site VPN is pretty straightforward. It's pretty fast and easy. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.